This conference will now be recorded.
Hey, this is Coach J with Blue57 Sports Psychology. Today I am joined with 2021 gymnast Connor Farwell and his coach, JT Lee from North Florida Gymnastics. So, Connor, what's your story?
Hey guys, my name is Connor Farwell. I lived in Florida all my life. I moved down to Jacksonville from Orlando when I was about 2 years old, but I've been here ever since. Um, I'm going to be a senior at Creekside High School. I got a blended family of four. I'm the only male in the house, so sometimes it gets a little bit crazy. Um, Being an athlete is really in my blood because my dad was a gymnast at West Point and my mom did cheerleading for the Ohio State. So since they were collegiate athletes, they were able to really be really supportive and understand the dedication. And a lot of the times they would not baby me like when I fell or kind of hurt myself. They'd just tell me to get up and do it again. And that really helped because it was able to show me that the only way to really progress is through failure and things like that. But with my mom being a cheerleader in college, she coached for a little while, so sometimes she'd have me come in and tumble for cheerleading. And one time I was able to win a award, best tumbler award, so that was pretty cool. But ever since then, I've really stuck to doing gymnastics and things like that. But I started doing gymnastics when I was around 3 or 4 years old because I was always getting in trouble. I was always climbing down the stairs and getting over the baby gate and escaping the high tops and the car seats. And sometimes I'd climb this bookshelf, but then one time a picture fell on my head and I had to get a staple. So the pediatrician really told them that they should put me in gymnastics. So ever since then, I've been doing gymnastics. My last gym I was at, they didn't have the best equipment. Our P bars were shot and we didn't have any pits, so it was really hard to learn new skills. So learning how to do my Tkachev and my full twisting double layout off high bar, my ring dismount, was really hard for me. And gymnastics is a really hard sport, but also not being able to have the right equipment for learning new or bigger skills was also a big part of me not being able to get to the where I could be, but I wasn't gonna allow that to limit my ability. So I did what I was able to there, and they also didn't have the greatest feedback. They were mostly always negative about the skills that you did, and there was never really positive remarks. But I moved to a new gym within the past year and a half, and with being able to have positive remarks and things like that, it's really had my gymnastics grow exponentially since I'm able to have pits like that. And it's just been great. And I've learned a ton of things like time management and how to be dedicated and not give up on your goals. And it's really become my second home. We'll be at gym for a couple hours and it'll feel like only an hour's passed and I'm ready to get back into the gym on the next day. Um, some fun facts about me: I like to teach myself some different instruments and I like to paint little figurines. And I have a snail that I keep in a jar that I rescued. So that's about it.
So, Connor, you know that everybody has to have that one coach that yours happened to be a Russian coach. I think he gave you. I think you needed to go through that. You might not be where you are right now if it weren't for him, but everybody has to have that one coach to kind of take you to a higher level of maturity and being able to just overcome those kind of guys. So, yeah, I understand that's part of your journey. Why do you want to compete in college?
I'd love to be able to compete in college because I'd be able to compete with the best of the best. And I've done what I can with the best here where I'm at now in high school, but being able to go to college, it'll really be able to take my skills to an even higher level. And just the fact I'd be able to compete for something that's bigger than myself and represent something for doing what I love, it would be a dream come true. And I like to learn a lot about gymnastics, and just being able to compete in college would teach me so much more things. And just because I'm ending high school doesn't mean that I don't want my gymnastics career to end. I don't see it ending anytime soon. So being able to go there really be able to be a great experience.
How has COVID-19 thing, how has that changed your life?
Well, during the season, since I was able to move gyms in the middle, my skills were growing. I was able to get so many more new skills, and um, it really kind of limited what I was able to show that I had gained from my work that I put in, and it kind of bummed me out not being able to show off everything I was able to accomplish in the gym at meets. But I'm ready to get back this season and give it all I got again, and be able to show everybody what I'm able to do now.
That's cool. So, Coach, what do college coaches need to know about Connor Farwell?
Things I like about Connor is he's a hard worker. And then with the skills that he's doing, I mean, he's throwing some of the bigger skills. I mean, this guy's doing triple backs off a high bar. He's doing double layouts on floor. We're doing big front tosses on P bars. So, he's working really, really hard, and he keeps working hard, and he falls and he gets back up and he continues to practice. And that's one of the things that these higher level guys, they have to be able to do. They have to be able to fall and keep going, and learn from what their mistakes are, and be able to take coaching from me and my coaching staff, and also be able to sit and think and process what the skill takes in order to be done successfully.
So, where Connor is now, a lot of kids, they don't make it this level and they start dropping out. Why has he made it to this level when others have not?
I think it's his dedication. It takes a special kid to be able to make it to this level. I mean, with my experience in 17 years of coaching and judging, most kids will stop at level 6, because that's when it starts to get hard and it starts to get scary. And Connor's competing junior elite level 10 this year and last year, and it's just it's funny to watch, because I can see the fear on his face on some of the skills, and then he just looks at me and he just shakes it off and he goes for it. And that's what it takes in order to do these bigger skills that we've been working on over the past year. So I've actually been very impressed with what he's been doing, and not only with his personal skills, is his influence in the gym with around the other guys. I mean, we've got 5 level 10 guys in here, and he is the senior, so he sets such a precedence and a good example for all the other guys that are watching.
So, I know that the whole COVID-19 thing, you guys had to experience to make changes, and thank goodness we all have a back door at our places, but Connor was able to continue to do some of the stuff that he needed to do. So what does that tell you about him, and what he wants to do with gymnastics?
I think he can go as far as he wants. I mean, most kids, given that opportunity, they're not going to want to get up in the morning and go for a run, or go out in the garage and lift weights or do pull-ups or condition in any way. But it's those guys that are separate, and that's why Connor has made it to the place that he is now, is because he has that personal drive and motivation to make it happen. I mean, it's a lot easier to sit down and watch a movie than it is to go run 5 or 6 miles. And having him being able to have that mindset, that's why he's sitting where he is today.
Yeah, because he was running. He has a gym basically at his house, and they converted their garage. So he was doing a lot of other stuff, so that when he got back in the gym, he could take right back over from where he left off.
And they got back in pretty quick too. I mean, we got in really slow. A lot of basics for the first couple weeks, and then it was like nothing happened. I mean, we're back on the saddle, and learning new skills. I think we put 3 or 4 new skills. We've got new skills on P bars. We've got new skills on floor. We've got new skills on pommel horse. We're working new dismounts on rings. We're working new releases on high bar. So there's there's a lot of work to be done, and coming in every day and grinding and making it happen.
Connor, so what has JT taught you about being a man and just being a better gymnast?
JT's really been there for basically anything that we need, and it's a great experience that he's there, because when we have trouble, he's able to sit down and kind of think it through with us and make it so we're able to understand, because everybody learns a little bit differently, but he's just able to sit with you and kind of break it down with you to a version where you can understand, and everybody's really been able to grow a lot because of that. And he's always prepared, and he always is able to see where you want to go and is always ready to help you get what you want to get. And I think it's just being able to help everybody in the gym, not just certain people, and that's one of the best things.
You had told me in one of our conversations that JT knew when it was time to chew tail and other times when to encourage, and that he walks that line every day. So, that's a great skill for a coach. Sometimes you got to chew people out. Sometimes you gotta critique and get things right. Other times you got to encourage. And with the amount of time that you guys are spending in the gym, you got to have that kind of coach. So I know that you have matured in a lot of ways since you've been working at that gym, and it's just showing, not only with your academics but also with your performance in the gym. So who's your favorite superhero?
My favorite superhero has got to be Spider-Man. Ever since I was little, I always thought I was Spider-Man. I'd always wear like the mask everywhere. My mom's got a couple pictures of me in Old Navy when I was like 4 or 3 years old, and just wearing the Spider-Man mask, like running around and jumping everywhere, all over the stores. And I think that's one reason why gymnastics really stuck out to me when I was little, is because I was kind of able to do the same things he was able to do, with being able to flip around and being able to be in the air. Um, you know, I think that's really why he's my favorite. It's because I'm basically doing the same things that he's doing.
JT, can you see that in him? Is that who you would say would be his most likely superhero, or do you see somebody else?
No. That hits the nail on the head. This kid flies higher than most kids I've ever seen, and I've been coaching, like I said, for a while, and this guy, he's the amount of power that he brings to this sport is special, and it's awesome to watch. And when he tumbles and when he's on high bar, the gym stops and watches, and it's a pretty awesome thing.
That's awesome. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on today. It was good hearing Connor's story, and I appreciate everything that you guys are doing. JT, appreciate your hard work and how you're impacting all these kids. And we need more people like you. And so thank you guys for coming on today, and enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Jim.